Hi friends, good morning. It is day 6 of the reading rush. So real quick, I haven't read anything since we chatted last, but that's okay. I do plan on getting some reading done today. I've just been kind of up and going already this morning, and last night I was just so tired because I didn't sleep well the night before that I didn't really have the brain capacity to focus on a book because I'd already read so much that day. So no new reading update yet, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get my morning soda caffeine fix because it just makes me happy right now. So I'm gonna go get it. It's always a diet, so I'm not like adding extra calories when I'm trying to lose weight. But from there, what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna go hit up a couple bookstores. I'm feeling an itch to pick up a couple things. So I think I'm gonna try hitting up my used bookstore first because I tend to have pretty good success at my used bookstore. So I think I'm gonna head there first. And then if I don't find anything, I'll just head over to Barnes because that's the next closest bookstore. I do have my mask. I always wear my mask. You should always wear your mask too. And yeah, that's kind of how we're going to start the morning. If the used bookstore isn't super busy when I get there, then I'll bring you guys in with me. But I try to, where I live, people have a lot of kids and they usually bring them with them, especially on a Saturday morning. So if there's kids in there, I'm obviously not going to film. So just know that up front. And I will check in with you guys once I've read something or once I've bought something. Okay, so I only found one title in there. She hasn't been able to restock her romances since the last time I was in. But this one she had put on the shelf since I was last in. It's called His Wicked Ways by Samantha James. I feel like I've heard about this one in particular, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up because I ended up paying like $1.25 for it. So I figured why not? I mean, it's a little worn. It's an old library copy, but yeah. So this is one that I think I'm going to read pretty quickly. So there's that. And then from here, I do think I'm going to go run to Barnes, especially since they didn't have too much available for me at the used, and see if any of the stuff that comes out next week is up. Sometimes they get their manga in early and they just put it on the shelf rather than waiting till the publish date. So I'm going to go scour their manga shelves, see if there's anything. I might end up coming up bust, and that's okay. I've already got a ton this week, so I'm not like sad about it or don't have things to read. Clearly I have a giant pile, but yeah. I like to do this. I like to support my local bookstores. I think it's important, especially in this time. I mean, she was talking about how a lot of her ladies who read romance haven't even been into like drop-off donations recently. It's one of those things, check your local used bookstores, see if they're accepting donations. If you have donations, take them. If not, at least go support them, go look, see if there's anything you want to pick up. If you're a historical romance collector, like, definitely go hit them up. There's more in there that I haven't picked up. I focused on step backs first, and now I'm getting more specific titles, because like I say, I'm pretty sure I've heard about this one, and that it's really good, so I really wanted to try it. And yeah, let's go. So they did have a couple of titles that were on my list for next week out early, so I did go ahead and pick those up. So first up, I have Yuzu the Pet Vet Volume 2. This will most likely get read as soon as I get home because it is just pure fluff. And I love this series so much. It's about a young girl. She's 11 or 12. I can't remember. She's really young. And her mom is sick. So she's staying with her uncle who owns a pet clinic. And so she has always been afraid of animals, but she's learning to love animals through working at the pet clinic. And it's just cute animal stories. Like, how can you not love something so pure? And this is the most recent volume. Obviously, it's supposed to be out Tuesday, but my Barnes & Noble had it out early. So yes, definitely excited for that. And then they also had Spells for the Dead by Faith Hunter out. This is book 5 in the Soulwood series. If you guys have not tried this and you like witchy, nature-based magic, like, it's a fantastic series. Definitely try it. This is a spin-off of the Jane Yellowrock series. I still haven't started that, but book 4 came in a Bubbles and Books box. So I went ahead and tried out the series, fell in love with it. So I'm really excited to have book 5. I thought we were done after book 4, so I'm really excited that there is a book 5. Like, it's gonna be great. I'm excited. So, anyways, with that said, let's go home and get some reading done. Okay, friends, so I finished a couple things since we last chatted, and I do have my Bubbles and Books box that I will end up unboxing for you guys. So let's start with what I've already read. I blitzed through and finished A Blade So Black today, and I did not love this as much as I wanted to. It's easy to get into. The writing is very simple in a way, so it can be geared towards a younger audience, but I felt like the Alice references were very in your face and a little too obvious for a retelling. I mean, it's fine that all of the elements were there, but they were so blatantly there, it was like they were trying too hard. And so that kind of turned me off to it a little bit. And then I got to a point where by the end, some emotional type things were happening and I kind of didn't care. And I'm a pretty emotional person, so the fact that I'm saying I don't care means it probably wasn't executed properly, because I cry at a lot of things. I cry at stupid boys volleyball anime shows. Let's be real here. Like, I didn't really feel anything. I wasn't very attached to the characters, and I do not think I'm going to continue on in this series. Sadly, this one just wasn't for me. I will give more of my detailed thoughts in the live show today when you're seeing it. It'll be at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Standard, or 4 p.m. Central. That'll be on my channel. And yeah, April and I will be discussing this. We feel very similarly about a lot of things, but there are certain things that happened that we should have felt things about and we didn't. And so this was just kind of middle of the road. I'm thinking like a 3-star. It wasn't bad. It just, I don't think it was executed in a way that even teenage me would have cared about. Because I know I'm an adult reading this, but, you know, thinking back on it, I'm like, as a teenager, would I have cared? And I don't think I would have. And that's the hard part for me. So I read the adorableness that is Yuzu the Pet Vet Volume 2. I did not get as emotional in this second installment as I did in the first one, but I am still glad that I read this and that I own it for my collection, because this one talks a lot more about children taking care of animals and the responsibility that that is on understanding the animal as well as properly caring for it. And I think it was really well handled and really well done. And considering its target demographic, I mean, our main character is 11, so we're talking about young kids here. I really think that this was appropriately handled, and I love that they took the educational spin on it. All right, time for Bubbles and Books. For those of you who are unfamiliar with what this book box is, let's talk about it a minute. So, Bubbles and Books is an adult romance subscription box in which you get bath items, bath bombs, bath salts, soaps, you know, usable items, not necessarily just trinkets, they're usable, and a romance book. They have 3 categories. I get the Mystic box, which usually contains a paranormal romance. Now, I don't have my thumb on paranormal romance releases like I do on a lot of other romance releases, which is why I opted to get the Mystic box. All of the books that I've had the opportunity to read that I've gotten from this box, I've loved so far. I have a few that I'm still working through. I always enjoy it, and I enjoy the bath products, and usually only one of them contains some sort of nut product where I can't use the item because I do have a nut allergy. I have a very mild allergy to coconut. It's very, very mild. Like, it's barely there anymore. It was much stronger when I was younger. And then I do have a very severe allergy to avocado. So when there's avocado or avocado oil in something, I can't use it at all. So the theme this month was the Flutters and Flowers box, which means it's all gonna be so cute. Ah! All right, here is our bath bomb, of course in the shape of a butterfly. And this is Sweet Magnolia Butterfly Bath Bomb. This does not have the ingredients list on it, but usually on their website they do, so I will look that up. And then we have another Emmy Maze, or Emmy Mo's. I can never tell for sure on that logo. This is a Butterfly Bubbles soap, so there's little butterflies in it. This does have coconut in it, so if you have a coconut allergy, you'll want to be careful with this one. And then we have Butterfly Dust, which is a bath fizzy powder. Again, this is the Emmy Mo's or Emmy Maze, however you say it. And this one also has coconut oil in it. So this one's a very coconut heavy box. So if you have coconut allergies, this one wouldn't necessarily be the best pick for you. It looks like we have a solid bubble bath, Japanese cherry blossom, little bar. Does not have coconut oil in it. I'm not seeing any other nut products in it. So if you have an allergy, at least this one, it would be safe to use. And again, I will leave down below if the butterfly one has any coconut or other nut related things in it. Feeling around, making sure it's only the book left. And our book this time is Wickedly Dangerous by Deborah Blake. Let's look up a little more about this real quick. Known as the Wicked Witch of Russian fairy tales, Baba Yaga is not one woman, but rather a title carried by a chosen few. They keep the balance of nature and guard the borders of the world, but don't make the mistake of crossing one of them. Tapping right into Baba Yaga, huh? Yeah, it's a Baba Yaga novel. I guess it's a series. I'll have to look more into the series. But when she's summoned to find a missing child, Barbara suddenly finds herself caught up in a web of deceit and an unexpected attraction to the charming but frustrating Sheriff Liam McKellen. Ooh, it's a sheriff romance. I like when they get tangled up with the local law. I don't know why. It's a trope I really enjoy, so I think I'm really going to enjoy this. And it'll be interesting to see how they tie in the Baba Yaga stuff. So I don't know if it's witches or a shifter thing. I can't quite tell. I'm guessing witchy and kind of like earthy elemental magics. And I'm totally okay with that. And that actually brings me into what I'm currently reading, which is something I forgot to get out of the bedroom. Hold on. All right, so I'm currently reading Spells for the Dead by Faith Hunter. I'm almost 50 pages into it. I've read the first couple chapters. This is book 5 in the Soulwood novels, and these definitely center around various paranormals, but our main character, Nell, here, she's kind of like a wood nymph sprite kind of thing. And she almost turned into a tree at one point with her powers. She communes directly with trees and with the ground and with the earth, and they use her powers in a really unique way, and they use it to solve crimes with a paranormal unit, and it's really well done. I really enjoy the series. So if you have not tried these out, I would definitely recommend you do. These are a spin-off of the Jane Yellowrock series, also by Faith Hunter. So you can either start with those, or you can just start at the first one of these. I haven't read the Jane Yellowrock novels yet, but I've still really understood and enjoyed all of this. And it seems like they do bounce back and forth, because I feel like this is the first time I feel like I'm missing a piece of information about something. And so I think that ties into the Jane Yellowrock books. So I'll have to do a little Googling to figure that out, but I still really enjoy this. I love Nell as a character, and she is currently dating a cat shifter. Not like house cat, but a big cat. I forget if they're leopard or jaguar. I can't remember. One of those big cats, not cheetah, but it's either like a leopard or a jaguar. One of those two. I want to say leopard. That's all I'm going to say, because there's several in the series that she could potentially go with. So I'm not going to say who it is. But yes, I highly recommend checking these out. I am going to work more on this one. I have this digitally, so I've primarily been reading it digitally, and then I just move my bookmark as I hit the next chapter. So I'm going to get back to reading for a while, and then I will check in with you guys in a couple of hours when I've read some more. I don't know how far I'm going to get into this today. I just have to have it done by Tuesday. I've got the e-arc copy, so I try to have those done at least by their published date. So I'll get as far as I can into this, and then tomorrow it's going to be all Neon Genesis Evangelion read. Okay, so I'm back. I do have a little bit of a reading update. I did get further into Spells for the Dead, and this, I'm now 114 pages into this one, which is about another 70 pages since we last chatted. It continues to get really good. Because this is book 5 in a series, I can't really tell you too much other than, man, I really love the dynamic between the Catman and Nell. That continues to be choice and amazing, and I love it. And the particular mystery with this one, because they're usually all centered around a particular crime case. And the first one is where they like bring Nell into the Siled unit, and then from there it gets better and better. And this one, like, she's a full-fledged member of the team. She's no longer a probie. It's just really, really good. Nell's skills are so unique that I love how they bring her into cases. It always is just interesting to me, like the ramifications of what she can discover. So it's good. I'm really loving it. But I did receive a mystery Amazon package. I don't know. I wasn't expecting anything. So I'm going to go ahead and open this and hope and pray that there's a note, because otherwise we're in the same situation as earlier in the week where they still haven't come forward, whoever it was. Okay, I see notes. So we'll do notes first. Happy early birthday. I want to buddy read this one with you from Lindsay. Aw, it's from Lindsay. Okay, and it's The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker. I've heard the sequel isn't as good, but most people love this first book. This is a romance that takes place in Alaska. And other than that, and the fact that my friends love it, I don't know too much. I like to go into my romances not knowing too much because, you know, they do kind of follow a formula. And so I'm excited. So yeah, Lindsay, let's buddy read it. Get yourself a copy and we'll go. So yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you, Lindsay. I'm so glad there was a note. I was so afraid after earlier this week. So yes, thank you, Lindsay. You are the sweetest. Okay, friends, it's a little later than I was originally planning to end this vlog, but I got so sucked into my read that I just forgot to cut off this clip. So let's quickly go over everything I read today. So, Yuzu the Pet Vet, Volume 2, adorable. Go pick it up, it's out Tuesday. Finished A Blade So Black, 3 stars. It's okay. I don't think I'm going to continue. I just kind of don't care enough about the characters to move on and move forward with it. And then I am now 230 pages, so this far, into Spells for the Dead. It's so good. I love this series a lot, guys, and I wish more people were talking about it. This definitely has all sorts of paranormal elements to it. There's witches, there's sprites, there's shifters, there's kind of everything. Skinwalkers. Like, there's all sorts of paranormal lore that you work with within the series, and it's fantastic. It's so well done. This one is actually dealing with like a death magic kind of situation. That's all I'll say. Outside of that, it's going to be very spoilery. I love Nell so much. I love her Catman so much. I love it all so much. It is all so good. And yes, I will most likely be finishing this after I finish editing these clips together for you. So that is it today. Today wasn't too exciting. I mean, I know there's fun stuff that we did today as well. Surprises, unboxings, a little bit of hauling. But reading-wise, it was pretty quiet, and that's okay. Tomorrow, after I get this finished, it's going to solely be my reread of Neon Genesis Evangelion, the manga. And then I'll have the live show in the afternoon. It'll be 3 p.m. on Sunday. There's a good chance you're seeing this. We'll be discussing A Blade So Black, so if you want my full thoughts, check out the live show. April and I will be discussing it. We seem to have a lot of the same feelings about it, so yes, we will be doing that. So thank you guys for watching this video. As always, y'all are amazing. These vlogs have been so fun. We've got one more to go, and then it's back to regularly scheduled programming. Have a good night, guys.